Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Last time, we learned that the tower has been overtaken and we need to get in there and light the beacon. All of our swords are on fire. I don't know. So yeah, I did some changing around of equipment, mostly my armor and the mage's armor, and we're gonna go in here. Alrighty.
Cursed creatures.
Where? Not that way. Where?
Trap.
Oh god! Oh, come on! I saw it. I did see it. Shit, that hurt. I'm out. Wait. Don't go in there. That was my fault. I can't hit anything until the fire goes away. Did you guys walk through it? Aw. Damn it. Okay. This is... Okay, I thought that was another wire. It's just a line on the floor. I could have disabled that trap. Now I'm just mad at myself. See, you guys didn't even need me. You were fine. Alright, we have a beacon to go light. Ooh, shinies. Chest.
Done and done.
And an axe. Okay. There's a door. There's another door.
On it.
So, more to the Grey Warden secrecy to the extreme. Earlier, when we met the king and Duncan was like, oh, I can't get the king to go with my word just based on a feeling. You're a freaking Grey Warden. Like, you can sense the Darkspawn. That's all you have to tell him. I'm a Grey Warden. I have these abilities. I can sense the Darkspawn, and this threat is more than you realize. And Kaelin would certainly understand that. But he can't explain that to Kaelin because Grey Warden secrecy is really, really dumb. It frustrates me. Huh. Turkey legs? Something? So this is the other door. Okay. Also, in so many instances of Dragon Age, both Kaelin and Loghain are wrong and right at the same time. Because Kaelin is out here for battle and glory and is completely underestimating what's going on. Loghain at least has some sense, but not enough sense to accept help from the Orlesians. Although he definitely has his reasons to be mistrusting of both the Orlesians and the Grey Wardens. Up we go, second floor.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Well, you were complaining that you wouldn't get to fight.
Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
I was just gonna remark on that Alistair was like, we don't get to fight. Well, we got plenty of action. We definitely have plenty of action.
That wasn't so bad.
More shinies. Can I talk to you guys at all?
What do we do now?
We must get to the top of the tower.
Okay, nothing of interest. Okay.
Darkspawn. Destroy the.
Oh, they open the doors anyway. So let's see what's in here. More sparklies. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take all of it. I'm worried that my backpack is going to become too full of things. Discarded book. History of the Chantry Codex.
Task complete. On to the next.
I think I do have some codexes.
This should be easy enough.
Does that work? Oh yeah. Excuse me while I fire this. It's not hitting anything. How about this one? Oh, I almost hit Alistair. I don't know if that's doing any good whatsoever. They just pop up out of the ground.
Only one just in.
Okay, I want the shinies. I don't need the ballista. Those are the doors. The Darkspawn also mimic the classes and the races, I think.
Cursed creatures.
I don't want to specify specifically because I'm sure I have it wrong. I think the Hurlock represents the humans. The Glenlock might be elves. I think they have the pointy ears. Emissaries are mages. I don't know about dwarves. I think the Glenlock are the elves. They look like they have pointy ears. Oh, and then there's trolls, which I don't know what they represent.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
We will get there. No worries. Pile of bones. I got a helmet. Nothing back here?
Darkspawn approach.
Nothing
Watch
at
their
all.
blood.
Nope. Let's go take care of these guys.
Let's get started.
I'm also leaving out the Canary, which is the race that we haven't met yet. And I'm not sure if there is a Darkspawn equivalent for them. But just some information that I find interesting.
Darkspawn approach. Watch their blood.
And something to talk about while I'm beating these guys up.
Right. Let's get started.
I open this. Aha, they are friendlies. Level up. Oh, nice. Friendly puppies. So the ones in
Finished.
the that one guy's tower might have been friendly. Though I don't think they would have been. They were specially trained. These are obviously not friends of the Darkspawn. I know, I need to level. Okay. on.
Let's get started. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? As you
Oh, thank you guys. Good puppy.
right.
Oh. Should have said something before you ran all the way down there. And you took care of him. Alistair leveled. I'll level you in a moment. I want to get all of the things. Bark, bark. Was there nobody in this room, or did they come out? And we took care of them. And then there's this door. Take more stuff. Take more stuff. And let's level Alistair.
Cursed creatures. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On it.
Yeah, so if you're wondering if this is just a tower full of enemies that we have to slay until we get to the top of it, that would be correct.
It's done.
I don't remember how many floors there are, but I think we're getting close. Firebolt. Okay, up the stairs we go. Top floor, yay! Great. And now we get to fight the troll. See if I can stun you. Yes, I can. Perfect.
Excellent! You had it! Here we go!
Man, he hits hard. No loot?
The beacon is over here.
Okay. I want the loot first.
Surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Anything else in here before I light the beacon? Aha! Barrel. Tribal necklace. Interesting. Anything else? Alright, let's light this thing.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Wow, is all those lights back there all of his people? There's another one. No saving him.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Where are my clothes? Oh, what happened to the Darkspawn?
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
You mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Wow, is Alistair okay?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
I've got some questions, if that's okay.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Coin is important to you out here?
Who says I would ransom for coin? Gold has its uses, I suppose, but power buys far more.
You're the one who suggested it. How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
I'm pretty certain she transformed into a dragon, not a bird. Did anybody survive other than us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
Yeah, right. I don't think we're rescuing anybody. I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Oh, and I magically have my clothes back. There's a chest with some stuff. You don't mind me taking your stuff, Morrigan? Key required. Yeah.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. Huh. I thought you were dead for sure.
I don't know. This seems like a valid question. Were you afraid of being left alone?
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the king. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Of course it didn't change.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is the Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Then we need to find the Archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the Archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Al Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon is the Arl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Are there other allies we could call on?
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
If Morrigan doesn't want to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
This was your idea all along, wasn't it?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but Won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Point very
Mother,
taken.
this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
Understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I'd prefer that you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter? You've never been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
And is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
What do you know about the village to the north?
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we gonna get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Are the Darkspawn camped further in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Okay, so they do pop out of the ground. What skills do you have?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him. You don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
New quest. Okay, so we're gonna get out of here. It might interest you to know that Loghain and Merrick once met Flemeth as well, and she also did a rescue of sorts with them. I want to see if anybody else has anything left to say.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
Food would be nice. I have some questions.
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
How long have you lived here?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. Ah, you may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
Don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
You have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
Yes.
Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the Archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the Blight. This Tairn Loghain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the Archdemon, unless it finds you first.
I have no more questions.
Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
All by yourself, too. Does Alistair have anything else to say?
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I just thought you might like to talk.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Yeah, if we can even find his body afterwards. What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Yeah, I have.
Yes, I suppose you must have. I can't even imagine, really. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Alistair. Alistair approves, +2. So yeah, there is a approval track for your companions. I'll ask him more questions later. We are definitely over time for this installment, so we will pause here, and then next time we will continue on and get on the road. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and you can find links to Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon in the description. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.